Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-5 Social Psychology for Saturday, July 17th. Just going to go over a few items as I always do, and reminders and clarifications, etc. So let's get started. First of all, earlier this week recently, you should have got your notification about your score on your third exam, so please do take a look at that if you haven't already, especially the comments I may have placed on your short answer essay questions if you had any problems with those. The next unit certainly has already been open there, so on chapter 10, which is due regarding the discussion and quiz, is due tomorrow there on Sunday the 18th, so definitely make sure you've got it in by that time. It's an interesting topic. It's all about COVID, so if you haven't done it already, so take a look there. It has to do with our relationships during the time of COVID too, so it's pretty interesting. The next big item here is that your reminder that your literature review is due this coming Tuesday, July 20th there. Remember, you'll find the APA literature review module where you're going to find the instructions and submit your paper there underneath Unit 5 of our course material. So scroll down underneath Unit 5 and you'll see the APA lit review module there. So at the very top, like you saw for the first part of the paper, you'll find a video where I will walk you through with the instructions and screenshots, etc., show you what you got to do and explain some things for you there. So definitely take some time to watch that short video that I put together for you there. You will find near the top too an instruction file along with a checklist. They're kind of labeled together. It's both in a Word and a PDF there for your convenience there. And what you'll find there in that instruction file is there are embedded links to that online writing lab, the OWL, the OWL as it's called there, and that will give you a link to a sample title page, a sample abstract page, and a sample completed paper too. So definitely take a look at those samples to really help you out to use as a model to fashion your own literature review after. And by the way there, sometimes students will ask, well, how long does the paper have to be? Well, I do have that clearly stated there in the instructions you'll find there in the APA Lit Review module, but just for clarity here, you're going to present 4 pages of actual literature review content. That is, you're going to report on what you found in the scientific literature as documented in your list of at least 5 references. So you got to say something about every reference there, so make sure you do that. And you're going to report on that. And aside from those 4-page minimum that you have to have for that, you also have to have a title page, an abstract page, and a page of references. So you're going to have 7 minimum pages altogether, 4 of which are dedicated to the actual meat and potatoes, the literature review itself there. Okay. Again, you'll find embedded links there in the instructions there, the instruction file that you'll find there towards the top of the overall instructions there to that online writing lab, the OWL, and definitely take a look there at those if you will. Make sure when you write your paper, keep in mind this is a literature review of the scientific studies that are out there, so this is not to be a presentation of your opinion or your life experience or musings, beliefs, etc. there. It's okay to include some of that, but your paper should be primarily, almost exclusively about what the scientific literature says and not what you personally think. If you want to include a bit of what you think, that's fine, but you should not write a paper where most of it is about what you think, and you might say, oh, by the way, there was a study that supports what I found in my real life. No, you don't want to do that. You want to have it mostly about the scientific literature and keep the tone of your paper according to that. This is a scientific paper. This is not a blog. This is not a Facebook post. This is not a conversation. This is a scientific presentation. So try to write it like you might find in a textbook, basically. That's what you should try to keep in mind there. Don't forget, per a recent announcement there on Canvas, that there is the Reading and Writing Center available there at the library. You can schedule a Zoom session, and they'll be happy to help you go over your paper and make sure you're doing things right, and you got the right citations and everything there, if you will. And do be careful about your citations there. They have to be in APA style. I've put up links and instructions there for how you can find all that information about how to cite your references there in correct APA style. That's all in the instructions, so make sure you take a look at that. I direct you to some information on the library website for our college that'll really help you out. So, and look at the sample paper too. You'll see how they cite their references. That is how they document them, because you're not going to use footnotes, you're not going to do MLA style, you're going to do APA style, and it's important you cite your references correctly in your paper. And even though the paper is due this coming Tuesday, remember, like the first part of the paper, you can submit your paper late, up to 72 hours, and so the final day you can submit it there If it's due on Tuesday, you can submit it late up until Friday, July 23rd. But you will get deductions, 10% off for being late, 5% for each period after that there, if you will. Next item is that your exam 4 will open up next Thursday through Saturday over chapters 9 through 11. You'll find a study guide at the bottom of Unit 4 there, so take a look at that, especially the information that I've italicized with asterisks all around it. Those are going to be your short answer essay questions. And remember, when you answer those essay questions, make sure you put things in your own words. Don't copy and paste information from your book, because that's cheating and plagiarism, and you won't get points for that there. And don't forget, your inquisitive assignments for chapters 9, 10, and 11 will be due the day before the exam opens there. So Wednesday night, the 21st, by 11:59 p.m., you got to submit your inquisitive assignments there. And there was a reminder announcement from Canvas recently about that, so I put all that in there. I'm just telling you again. Next thing is that Unit 5, our last unit, opens up next Friday on the 23rd. And certainly work ahead as you want to, but remember, this is our last unit, so we're almost done, and we have 2 more weeks left. Next week and the following week, then we're done on the 30th there, so we're winding down here little by little, so we're getting there faster than you think. So keep up with things. Most of you are doing a great job. If you need anything, don't be afraid to reach out via email. I'll be glad to get back to you. And if you can make it to our live session this coming Monday at 1 p.m., please do. It'd be great to see some of you. Otherwise, take care until next time, and I will see you in those lecture videos.